Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. In today's episode, it is 3 in the morning. And that's it. I'm going to get into the rest of the intro by telling you about the cool things that I did today. The physics saga is ended. I turned in my last piece of homework. I now have 1 week of time away before I get back to the grind. Other than that, I'm going to now... I guess start the game. That's it. I don't have much. I'll touch on a few other things. Weather. How's the weather today? It rained a lot. Lots of rain, lots of thunder, a little bit of lightning. Not all that frightening though. But because of the weather, I did get to see a duck today. He was very cool. He quacked at me, and I went, "Hell yeah, brother. Quack on." That's it. I talked about it on stream too. It is truly the most exciting thing that's happened to me in the last 2 weeks is I got to see a duck. Now, it's not to say that I haven't had anything exciting happen to me, but it's like Monster Train victories, playing Street Fighter, like playing video games. These are things that I've done all the time. I've not seen many ducks lately. And I do really like ducks. Which leads me to my question that I'm going to pose to you, which is, what is your favorite animal? If you have one. You can, anything in the animal kingdom. If you got like an insect that you really like, I'm not going to go, oh, or like a fish. I'm not going to go, oh, that's a fish, dude. It's not I was thinking like a land animal. Any organism. I mean, really, if you want to, you can tell me about your favorite plant. Although that might be a tomorrow thing. That's also a question that's going to get a lot of weed answers probably. But, I think my favorite animal might be the duck. It's like, I'm a pretty big cat fan as well. Dogs, pretty solid. You know what animal is definitely not my favorite? Roosters. Can't see it, but I'm glaring in the direction of where the roosters live. But yeah, I see the duck. He waddles on around. He quacks. I go, ah yeah. It's interesting because it feels like the sort of thing that you would not expect out of me. I wouldn't expect that of me, but I see ducks and I go, whack on, brother. Any other animals? Honorable mentions? Not really. Like, everything else is just fine. Cats, ducks. I guess I have, like, turtles are alright. Reptiles in general. No snakes, though. Anyway, yeah. Let's get to it, shall we? Wurmkin, Exile Melting. Explosive Sigil, Spell Shield, Diligent, Proclamation, Hollow Drippings, Return Soul. Before I forget, real quick here, I need to double check. Okay, we should be fine. My hard drive is running low on space. I need to clear it out soon, but I've been pushing it off and pushing it off. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We're Wurmkin today. I'm going to start with Base Charge. Base Charge is fine. Is very good for Reap if I see it. Yeah, I am down to just go all in on Reap. Last time I played this champion, I played a lot of Infector. I don't like it a lot. That's my feeling. I think it's good. Or wait, is Infector... That might be the wrong one. Sorry, that might be... Is it? Now I gotta look. Hold on. Which one's which? I just looked at the name. Infector. No, sorry, I did not play a lot of Infector, and I think that Infector is fine. I was thinking that was Corruptor for some reason. I just misread the card. Really, I just read the name, and I went, yeah, Infector, that's the one that gives bonus attack. It's fine. My opinion doesn't change. I would still pick Reap there just because I want to play the Reap mechanic. God, I wanted to say the Reap Prince. That's not right. I want to play a little Reap action. And we got a decent start for it with Primitive Mold. Primitive Mold on the higher end of starters here. For the chef, I believe anyway. But Base Charge also makes this very good, which is the other main reason we're playing this. My misreading doesn't change my feelings on this start. I think it's very good. I should have caught this collector. It's like, I've been making a lot of these mistakes, and normally it doesn't matter, but I've been finding myself in positions where like missing that collector sets me back so much that I just lose. I gotta just keep my eyes peeled a little bit better, is all. Gotta turn over a new leaf. And by a new leaf, I mean I gotta open my eyes. Not a good draw. But we'll be fine. 8 reap, he'll decay. It's not a big deal. The base charge makes this much easier. Very much so easier. Alright. Good first combat. We're gonna click on a good frontline unit, and we're gonna click on any of the infused cards, although Echo Infusion is really strong. This clan lacks survivability, so I'm down for an Echo Infusion here. Molten Encasement. Yeah, that's our survivability plan. And I'm interested in taking space and playing Wickless Baron here. Molten Encasement can't be our only piece of tech here, I don't believe. Although maybe it could. I feel like I've done this a lot and I usually find myself in the same position, but here's the problem. And the reason, okay, here's the thing. Here's the thought. Wickless Baron is a correct choice because on the Divinity, I don't think Reap Chef can solo it. He'll kill all of the waves, but we need something to do killing the Divinity. Wickless Baron can do that. So that's why we're gonna grab it. We can self-infuse. Here it is. Should have had 50 more gold here. I should have Endless on this tomb. Ah. I'm 10 off. God. You hate to see it. It's just, I keep doing this too. It's always in the first combat. That's where it's the worst. Yeah, I will. Because in the first combat, I'm like, oh, there's not a whole lot of thinking to be done here. I've played this 100,000 times, and then I just whiff that and lose and go, oops. Spikes 3 shouldn't be a problem here. Now, hopefully this is not the end of the world. I mean, it's not the end of the world. We'll be okay. You die. I guess it's fine. I'll just reform him. Yeah, I'll just reform him. I have primitive mold. I don't care. And yeah, I'll just reform him. I have primitive mold. Thank you, primitive mold. I've been feeling it lately too with the DLC. I've been beating myself up a lot more. I had this like, I was good about it for a while, but I've been pretty hard on myself with this game lately, and I need to just take it easy. It's not a big deal, unless it is a big deal. Proclamation here is probably worth. Yeah. I've been getting lazier with this game too. I've been doing a lot. I haven't been doing like the math on things like Proclamation being good or bad there. Usually it doesn't matter. Sometimes that would matter though, you know? Yeah. You're dead. Please. So with the Baron take, I didn't say it, didn't vocalize it, but the implication is that we're going to pick space after Daedalus. Just kind of thin the deck down. Echo Infusion is kind of a bait here, because the actual strong pick is Bounding Echoes. Throwing a holdover onto Proclamation, then hitting it with Bounding Echoes is really good. Like, really, really good. Yeah. I think so. Oh, it's infused. Nice. We take that. We have all the tools we need now. I just have to go to shops and find... I just need Endless, really. Endless and then like a multi-strike on the Baron, but the Baron doesn't even really need anything. He's here entirely for the Divinity. Otherwise, we're just chilling. I guess realistically, I don't need Endless with the primitive molds also. It's probably gonna be alright. Go left. Take a holdover here, perhaps? Sorry, I'm leaning back in my chair. Let me pull you forward. There you are. Better. It's weird, because Holdover Proclamation might not be good. I think it is. I think it's fine. But it's without the Bounding Echo's hit on it, it's kinda awkward. Take a -1. I'm not gonna bother re-rolling that. Could infuse Wickless Tycoon here. I think we're gonna struggle to find enough. I mean, we have one infuse here on Molten Encasement. Could do Tycoon into Baron and then make a bunch of money. Is it worth it? I mean, I don't think it's bad to pick Wickless Tycoon here. The deck's not going to have much draw priority anyway. Dante, here's the deal. I had a decent looking run today. I was like, oh boy, this one's looking cool. And then I clicked Dante and I died at Daedalus. Now, will that happen here? Not necessarily, but I don't really have a reason to take Dante. I'm not going to like reform Dante strats or anything like that. I don't think Dante would kill me, but in a deck where the plan is to thin down and just play a lot of infusions every turn, Dante doesn't help. Dante kinda hurts. Hey, the stealth is really nice here. Get it. Oh, this is Explosive Sigil. Okay. And then I'm gonna aim. I'm probably not even going to bother with Wickless Baron on this floor. I think I'm better off. Now I can play him, but no, I don't think it's right. I think I just get the stealth to hold it down, and I let Chef. Yeah, and then these two, they'll get some harvests and things like that from mid-floor. Chef can handle everything. The Reap should just kill Daedalus for me also when he finally comes down here. Unless this happens. Not a good draw. You know, maybe we're dead. No, that's right, we have Holdover Proclamation. It's actually impossible for me to lose this from this position. From maybe we're dead to it's unlosable. The duality of man. Duality? Triality? The ality of man. Now we just play Proclamation every turn and we're chilling. I guess it's possible to lose this because I can't Proclamation 3 times guaranteed, but it is close to unlosable. And then I'll just take space here. We'll have Wickless Tycoon to do something. Not sure what yet, but he's going to do something here. Excuse me. Pardon me. Here we go. Doesn't matter. And then I'm out of extract. I'm out of echoes on all the other floors actually. Yeah, Chef takes a lot of stealth to get the kill there, but Proclamation on the other hand, not so much. Very happy with my Proclamation. Wrong Baron. Or wrong Wickless, I guess. Got Baron instead of Tycoon, lost the 5 gold. I live. Devourer of Death is worthless. Endless Remnant Pact? Sure. This is fine. Unearthed Remains is also really good though, because it gives the trigger. We gain the echo. It gives us a higher base by 1. But I feel like Remnant Pact just to cover my mistake here is fine. And then we don't need anything here. Maybe take the Bogfly Cocoon, but nah. I know what you're thinking. For what? Well, let me tell you. Let me yawn, sorry. Bogfly Cocoon infused onto Wickless Tycoon to give me more money. That's what I'm thinking. Burn out 1, we'll put this. And then don't want any of those. Endless. There's no justice, but you know, I won't complain. We hit the endless. I think I just take the stealth up to 4 and then we remove. Wait, I can cancel this, right? Yeah, I don't need to do that right now. That's wrong because if I lose on this run, it's most likely in the next 2 rooms before the deck gets off the ground. I don't need these packed shards. I need to be stable into the next 2 bosses. And maybe that does help, but I think this is better. We're gonna super respect. On stream, I lost a lot of runs disrespecting the game too much, so we're gonna respect. Keep the pack shards low, keep it simple. Don't do anything too wild. Once we get to the point where we're drawing and playing everything we want consistently, we'll just go mad with power. And by that I mean we want to be able to draw molten encasement regularly. That's the main concern and why I didn't do the self-infuse. This guy just gets killed. And I may have turns where I don't have everything pan out how I want because we're not going to infuse as much as I want. Not enough echoes. Yeah, turns like this are rough. They just factor it into the equation here. Although they actually just make me a bunch of money. Yeah, I mean... Turn actually just makes me rich. Oh yeah, and I gotta work on bounding echoes correctly. Like right there I should return soul bounding echoes. Yeah. That's alright. Also now this molten encasement, or this endless pact is not worthless because I can do this, but not great. I do take 3 curses here. Oh no. Oh! That I did not expect. Cool. Interesting to learn that there is no rhyme or reason to how it puts cards on top of your deck. Or is there? Does that make sense? Hang on. No, that doesn't make sense because in the tomb should be, no, the holdover card should be on top and then the tomb should be after that and then the curses should go. Or no, that does make sense because then the curses get put on top of the tomb. Never mind. That makes sense. What happened there is correct. You'll have to believe me. None of these are good. Soul Crushing Guilt is a bad card here. Fatal Melting, I do not think we are in a position to be particularly picky with our infused spells. Maybe we are. Maybe instead I can just remove a bunch and not take Fatal Melting. Crushing Demise is also a consideration. Give Crushing Demise a shot. Play it late, the backline should be dead already. Go right. Nothing I really need left, so we just go for removing here. So we have a well-defined game plan here. I realized today the reason that I remove less is it's not that I remove less, it's that I've been diversifying a lot more because I have not been having well-defined game plans reveal themselves to me. Freezing Bounding Echoes is big. Maybe I'm putting too much focus on this, but I think that having this Proclamation infused is really good. And I will take the Relic here. There's a lot of good stuff. Sinner's Salve is not bad. Drop Cage does nothing and Fate's First Blade does nothing, so Sinner's Salve is good. Sure. I removed one. I will not remove another. Stealth Boss scares me. Good. Face your fears. If we're to die on this run, it's here. But again, I think the Proclamation just insulates our run here. Good. I'm pretty sure the holdover proclamation just sets us up to not be in a losing position even in the worst of times like this. Don't miss this collector. And puts him to 70. I think I need to focus this guy. Yeah, he's scary. I bumped my desk there. We're in trouble. Maybe actually not a good spot. Fracture. Maybe it's less good than I anticipated. But no, this is what I expected actually. I expected that if we run into any problems it would be here. So we played accordingly, we planned for this. We'll see if it matters. I'm gonna fill this floor up. Take that guy down to 12 damage. I didn't do the math, I just kinda played two things up there because playing things down here doesn't matter. Fill out the floor's echoes. Bottom card. Bad. We'll cancel a lot of stealth here, which is good. Don't play hollow drippings. Bring this back and use it? Doesn't really matter. I won't see this card again, most likely. Okay, bottom card proclamation, we take these. We're fine. This run is going somewhere. I'm not sure where. Kills versus... if I play this, it's 2 kills. It doesn't matter. The same either way, you get 10 gold no matter what. Either those 2 units die and then she dies to reap, or right, all 3 die and she dies to reap and you get 10 from the front 2 dying, or you get 10 from her and the other guy dying. Soul Siphon is also a bad infuse card. Wurmkin Spike is good. Maybe with Wurmkin Spike in the game I should pick Forgotten Trade more. I probably should. Click Sacred Wicks because it says infused and that's all that I want. Yeah, like really that's all we need? Pretty sure if this deck is all 1-cost infused cards we are winning. And so I'm going to remove things that aren't 1-cost infused cards relatively quickly. Not necessarily all of them, but like most of them. Remnant Pack probably just gets tossed, but you know. Did I pay money for that? I did. That's alright. It's just been quick endless every shot. I'll give +3 per echo, that should help on the Divinity, and then multi-strike or just +25 here even is fine. Do the Molten Encasement sack here. It's good. It's time. Echo Infusion maybe is really bad. I think it is. I think I toss it. And I'm going to toss... Remnant Pack still does something with Wickless Baron. I think I cut Hollow Drippings. I know it feels weird to cut cards that are consumed, but it's what we gotta do, I feel like. The position we're given. Our turn 1's, like turn 1, turn 2 is pretty rough right now, so we're just trying to smooth that out with these decisions. I will return Soul this card. I will not play Sacred Licks. Why did I make those 2 decisions? Realistically, not a good reason either way. I don't have a good answer for you. Are we big here? Proclamation top. Proclamation actually kind of dead. Hard to kill the statues. Oh, my man died. What the hell? Why'd you die? Him dying is kind of good. Gives me another infusion. Weird. I'm just gonna let Proclamation go. I shouldn't get chunked too much. The Soul Siphon that I passed earlier was wrong to pass for situations like this. Tragic. If I endless this guy, he's burnout 1. I think I play... I'm gonna play Bounding Echoes first if I'm playing it here. I guess I am, since I got rid of the Proclamation. I could wait for it to come back around, but I think it's best to just push damage to Fel here. So I should just play the Spike. Put 24 Reef on her. And I took an extra 7 for missing Crushing Lens. Yeah, generally there's a lot to look at and not like here. But... 47. Okay. There's a lot to not love, but we're gonna hopefully stabilize out of this combat. Hopefully. Am I worried? I can do this. I could double Proclamation here. I'll Encasement first for sure. Sacred Wicks, Proclamation, Fracture, Return Soul, Proclamation is probably my best move. So, may as well put Tycoon up here and get the money for these two dying. Yeah. I talked that turn out, I thought about it. And then I still, when I went to play it, went, oh no, is this wrong? Did I mess this up? No, we're good. No worries. This guy would kill if he didn't die. Also. Oh wait, this overcharge tank kills me. Right? I have to worry about this, actually? No, I can. There's a lot of outs. There's a lot of ways that he doesn't kill me next turn. I have to hit 1. Put Tycoon up here. He can help. No. No way. The Endless. Oh no. This Baron. I don't think I'm allowed to worry about this enemy. I think no, maybe I can with 47 on her, right? I don't know if I can. But with the Burnout 2, like, Wickless Baron doesn't hit this. But with Burnout 1, he does nothing. A Proclamation coming up. God, do I die here? There's no way. I could like play him, endless him, he comes back at Burnout 2. The Crushing Demise bottom here is really sad. Like, this is worst case, first of all. First and foremost, that's worst case. I think that okay, currently I'm dead. Like, just looking at this, I am dead. I have to do something to this man. This puts me alive. And then I'm gonna play Baron for the Echo? No. Because it's the same if I play him up here. But this way he kills this enemy and pushes damage to Fel. 201. I'm pretty sure we have it. 301. Cutting it a little close here. But we get there. Never didn't have that one, by the way. Oh my goodness. This card is free, and it's infused, but not really. Just take out Earth Remains here. Definitely take draw. Run's kind of a nightmare. I just can't infuse as much as I need to. Go left. Fog Slime helps a lot. And the other card, or the other relic there is really bad. So that's not a tough choice at all. Holdover Return Soul doubles and then runs us out of gas on the Reaps. I think it's a bait. I'm playing Fracture on a different floor. If I'm playing Fracture, it's usually... whatever I was about to... that sentence doesn't make sense. Okay, now let me parse the sentence that I was trying to form and explain what I was trying to say. It is okay to make Fracture cost 0 versus Primitive Mold because it doesn't matter. When I'm playing Primitive Mold on a different floor, it's because there's an enemy there. Holding over Fracture is not the worst idea. It is maybe the best card here. Crushing Demise is also not bad though, but let's try Hold Over Fracture. Sure. Let's see if it's terrible. There's also no reason not to put 25 on Proclamation. I want to make Unearthed Remains cost 1. 70. I need... I'm glad I have this, because I'm going to need it. Do this. We'll go over by 5, but I think that's acceptable. Extra stats are good as well. I need to give this man enough health to not die, primarily. Oh, I just put him behind the chef. Yeah, I just put him behind chef. He's not here to frontline. That's my mistake. My mistake is not putting him behind chef. It's a brain diff, that's all. No trial. This combat's scary. This combat's very, very scary, especially in this case where the Gilded Wing is infused on turn 1. I'm holding off on the Bounding Echoes. I'm waiting for the Proclamation. We also, because of Bog Slime, get a little extra juice there. I'm holding off. I don't care about that Collector. A Collector is meaningless to me. I do 60 on each floor right now. I'm just gonna bank on hitting Proclamation, I think. Focus on this floor. At 20, that unit is dead, so I will play 1 here. I just have to ignore Collector is the main thing. Proclamation number 1 is here. This is the wrong Proclamation, though. Do not bait yourself. If I just keep bottom decking all of my important cards, I will probably lose this run. However, let's just not have that happen. Should have played Fracture first, but, you know. My last card, Crushing Demise? Okay. That's fine. I'm going to... Bounding Echoes here. Remnant Pact is also worth playing. It's 2 infused, or it's 2 there, so it's good. I'm just going to play Proclamation, even though this card does not matter on this turn very much. I guess it does apply Reap, actually, because of the Inspire effect. Yeah, once we get to this point, we are very stable and take nothing. We just have to get to this point. Probably just gonna slow remove bad cards now. Maybe it's not this Proclamation. This Proclamation saved me. What are the worst cards right now? Not really sure. It's like... Reap's pretty good on this boss. Sure. Please die. Please die. Thank you. I'm not sure what the worst cards are. It's also going to be interesting in the Diligent Seraph. I think maybe I just have to draw well. Broken Memories is good. I think it has to be good. I know that I'm a big Return Soul fan and I just passed it without a word, but you know, Resin Removal is also very good. I understand, but the cards that I'm adding here are worth adding. They're mostly for Diligent Seraph. And the plus 100% max health. Also Trader's Quill. Trader's Quill's a lot better, actually. Divine Trader's Quill into Diligent Seraph. Oh, buddy. Nut. We have to draw our Tomb, our Primitive Mold, Tomb, Proclamation, and really that's it, honestly. Unit upgrade. So I don't need to go unit upgrade. I'd rather go Pyre Health here. I think we need the Pyre Health the most. Forever Flame does nothing. Pyre Wall's fine. Yeah, Pyre Wall's fine. They give me even more Pyre Health here and I will take it? No. Boon is more Pyre Health, basically. I will probably grab that. -1 here is fine. Freezing the Spike is decent so that I can just target it on a good turn. I think so. And then I'll just grab Boon of the Blacksmith and we'll call that a day. Yeah, can't put Consume on anything. Yeah, that's fine. I'll give it a whirl. This feels pretty draw reliant, but we shouldn't have too many bad draws here. We just have to avoid dying to chip damage here, primarily. Chef goes first. Baron behind. I have to not get chipped out by the first two heavies. We drew Proclamation turn 1, which is good. You know what would have been really sick on this run? A faulty loader would have been great. Oh, never mind. I just lose, apparently. It's fine. Don't worry. It's fine. But, like, ooh, buddy. This is big boy damage coming out. I did not realize the state of affairs here. We get a bunch of Reap off, though. Just a load of Reap. We got 22 on him. Please, my Tomb. Unearthed Remains is good. Spike stays. I don't play this Fracture. I have it. Playing it is wrong. This turn is relatively weak. I just need to get through. Let's do this. I need to get through here, that's all. I need to reach the stealth before my chief dies. There we go. Now we're okay. And now we are fine. Honestly, now the consume ends up being positive for us mostly. This deck just needs like 7 draw, it feels like, though. Or intrinsic on Molten Encasement. But that's obviously not real. It's just I wish it were real. Proclamation pulls its weight here. We can also draw Endless Tome early. I'm glad I held on to this. Not by like a choice, really. I just kind of held it because why not? This is probably the best turn. It's just 5. Keep it as a 60 damage nuke. Also, it can consume in an emergency. Yeah. Founding Echoes is at the bottom. We have a lot of options for the Divinity, which is good. We have a lot of good options in the Divinity. Lots of ways that we don't just die here, which is very exciting. Fills me full of hope. Finally, Bounding Echoes. Down here. Proclamation there feels kind of bad, but I won't worry about it. I stopped playing my stealth. That's not a good idea. I should have a little more stealth here. We're fine, and I would not concern myself if I were you. Because we're just gonna pump a bunch of Reap here, I believe. $1954. He should be dead. I also get to replay my chef and get more Reap if I need to. 52. Did I throw? There's no way that I threw this. I refuse to believe it. I won't look. Get in there, chef. Get his ass. Tycoon comes back for a round. Alright, we're fine, don't worry. Lots of little mistakes on today's run. Things like forgetting to play that. Not prioritizing it. But they haven't caught me. I guess for what it's worth, 4 more rounds of stealth. It's 8 more rounds of stealth. It's a lot of damage. Okay. The Divinity. God, I wish I had faulty loader here. We drew stealth turn 1, we win. We don't win per se, but it's really good. Baron behind is fine. And then we just start reaping. You reap, don't it always seem to go? You reap what you sow? That's definitely the lyric, don't look it up. Alright, we hit crazily. We hit everything we needed to on turn 1. It is very good. I don't mind doing that. Honestly, just pump 200 into the boss here. When given the choice, I think it's good to just take the 200. Yeah, we'll take a little bit of heartache on this one. Just a little. You die. Is this the scariest wave? No, the mini boss wave is the scariest wave. Did you see the combat preview just freak out there? That dude lived, and died there. This is the scariest wave. This is what I am training for. I'm prepping for this. How afraid am I? I'm not super afraid. Oh wow, bringing back Unearthed Remains is really good. I just like Proclamation him a bunch of times and he dies, I believe. Oh, I could also Crushing Demise. Yeah, well, there's nothing to be afraid of here. I can Crushing Demise the next one almost certainly. Do a Fracture. Yeah, he's dead to Reap. I think we're there. This run had a lot of twists and turns. The twists and turns were mostly me just slipping up here and there. I don't know what I need to do. I need to find a way to increase my brain power somehow. You guys got any hacks for Yahoo Answers how to increase brain power? Monster Train? I mean, on the strategic level, I made I made the important decision. I've done this run before, and from experience, I found that you cannot win with just Reap. It is not a winning line. So because of this experience, I was able to find the probably winning line here, which is just a super stealth Wickless Baron. This dude holds it down for us. Because I've done this before, and what ends up happening is if you have perfect survivability like we have here with the Reap Chef, you just fall flat and Relentless because he's worthless. So you have to pick up one more thing. I'm proud of myself for learning. May as well take it. Why not take the 8 Reap? It's not going to be much better than that. And I'll just Proclamation that guy up there. The Holdover Fracture is actually like completely worthless. I don't think I needed it at all, but it's cute. There's gonna be no units alive on the Divinity when he enters Relentless. That's not something you see all that often. And there's gonna be one left. Yeah. This guy is here, and he's here to do his job. Because just think about this run, but we don't have Wickless Baron. You go... Oh, whoops, I'm missing about 2,500 damage here. Unfortunate. Because it would be what? It would be 31 times 20. You would get 630 damage here. So you would fall short by about 2,000. But you pick up Wickless Baron, all of a sudden, he does 150 damage. Which is enough. Now, on a different run, you would have to do something different here. On a run where you don't have the Stealth Tomb to carry you, you do something else. You don't do Wickless Baron. Because Wickless Baron's very slow, in actuality. But, I mean, I guess he's a 150, which is fine. At the end of the... Yeah, you know what? He's fine. Never mind. Wickless Baron, he did fine. That draw order was perfect, though. We drew everything exactly when we would want. And I appreciate it from the game. We take those. Alright, let me make the challenge. And we shall call it a day. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.